Hi, this is Ken with Kansas Digital Images, and this is the Kansas Gardener. What I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how I'm going to set up the rows for the wood chips that I'm putting each one in my paths. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay cardboard down, and then I'm going to put the wood chips on the top. And I want to do that in the rows because I just want to cut down the weeds. And I've already put nutrients into the soil. I've already put anything I needed in there because I actually went to my brother's house. He had some decomposed chicken poop that he had that I brought out here, and I put that out about 2 weeks ago. And I went ahead and put that in because I wanted to sit in. I want to settle for at least a week or two before I even start my planting. Because once I do that, the nitrogen level will be down, and I won't have to worry about it so much. But I'm going to show you how I lay my chips in. I'm going to show you kind of a before and after, and kind of show you what's going on with that. So I just want to show you about wood chips. So I've got my chips here in the pile. I've collected that and everything, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to my garden here because they're just basic chopped up chips. Now these are fresh chips. You can get some that are already broken down, but I just want to put these on the paths, and I'm not going to be putting them on the plants themselves, so I don't have to worry about that as far as nitrogen and all that. I just want to keep the weeds off the paths. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to be laying my cardboard out. Now you can see what I did here. I've got cardboard laying all along here. The water runs this way, coming towards the camera itself. So basically I'm going to be putting the sheets of the cardboard here and then lay the mulch on like I did over here because I got cardboard already under here. Now I got the chips in place now. And then later in the back here, I have my compost piles. I've got my one compost pile here that I'm working on. That's not quite broke down. Then I got another one that's not quite, but it's almost broken down. It's getting close. Once my plants get established on my rows, and I get my tomatoes established and everything, then I'll put the compost around each one of them, and it'll block out the weeds. Plus it'll all add the nutrients needed for the soil itself around the plant. So when the water goes through it, it's like a tea bag. It will water, and you'll have nice nutrition going for your plants. Now I've got my rows set up, got my mulch or my compost almost broken down. It's almost the last week of April. That means the last day of frost was the 18th. This morning it was supposed to be the lowest of probably this year was 41, so I think I'm pretty good for another week. I could probably plant a week earlier. Usually I don't plant the first week of May. This year I'm able to plant. I'm going to plant now, which I did yesterday. I planted my tomatoes because I knew the temperature last night was going to be the lowest, which is 41. I just don't want to plant any lower than that because the rest of the nights are going to start being in the low 50s. That's what you want to do because the soil in the last few days, the temperatures have been in the 70s, and I haven't even had 80-degree days, and I've had 60 and 50-degree nights. I just had a couple 40s here and there. The soil temperature is warming up. It's in the low 50, 49, 50 degree range. It's right at the mark where I can start planting. So I use a typical thermostat, just stick it in there and see what I can find and get close enough, and that's what I'll go with. I just don't want it too cold, because if it's too cold, the tomatoes are just going to sit there in the plants, especially the peppers. The peppers, I'll plant for maybe a week or two later. Cucumbers, I usually put the seeds into the ground. I don't plant from plants. I'll put the seeds into the ground, and I usually do that probably in at least another week or two because it requires warm soil to be able to even start going. These are all warm weather plants. Once the heat starts coming in May, in the 70s and 80 degrees and 50 degrees, 60 degree nights, which we're just about starting there, this is when you start planting. So I'm Ken from Kansas Digital Images, and this is the Kansas Gardener.